evil blanket fish has awoken.
Oh, wow. I guess we're starting off the day with my camera frozen. There we go. Hey, Wabon, how you doing? So yeah, we left off yesterday. We were in the middle of Ulbricht's chapter where the lizard men are attacking. And we have to go meet up with Earhart so Ulbricht can decide whether or not to attack him or not. Yeah. I mean, I think it's pretty usual to have that, like, that little bit of, like, depression after you finish a game that you were really enjoying, that you were playing for a while. But it's also nice to know what you're going to be diving into next.
I've been awaiting.
Battle the Horde.
Ready.
Good. We must first secure the area and see that no harm befalls the town.
Curses.
They're here already. To arms, men.
I will not fail.
Yeah. And as long as the extra stuff isn't, like, isn't too, if there's not too much of a barrier to entry to the extra stuff, like, that's the number one thing that'll usually stop me from doing post-game, is if you have to put in, like, you know, say, like, the main game ends at, like, level 60, and, like, oh, you can't survive the post-game content until you hit level 90. And it's like, oh, so I have to grind out 30 levels just to start the post-game content? I think I'll just move on to the next game. Like, stuff like that is the number one thing that'll stop me from trying it out.
Have at you.
This should be the trap. My turn now.
Oh, really? Oh, damn, she doesn't have anybody. I could have swore I'd had her guiding someone, I guess not. Oh, so it doesn't have that thing from the definitive edition of Xenoblade 1 where you can choose to lower your level?
Now then. huntress! With each battle, I grow stronger.
Yeah, that's kind of a thing that they did in a lot of the romancing saga games that people didn't like. Is there no end to them? Watch your backs.
I will not fail. Victory shall be mine.
Man, I really wish that didn't miss so damn much.
My turn now. May the sacred flame shine forth. Let's do this. Witness the miracle of healing.
My turn. Victory shall be mine.
Well then. Oh no! This should be perfect.
Now then. Death by a thousand cuts. Are you?
My turn now. Let's do this.
Cross strike.
My turn now. Illuminate. Well then. Oh, sacred light. The flame guides us true.
I was trying to think of a joke for that, but yeah, that just sucks, Nami.
Uh-oh.
Do you think Lord Earhart's safe, sir? If any man could survive alone, it would be him, and yet against these numbers. I would send him reinforcements, but... Let me go. I could double his chances.
I am in your debt.
Then go quickly, Sir Ulbricht, and thank you. Yeah. I mean, a lot of times it does get like that after you've been at a job for a while. You just kind of feel like you're kind of stuck there, but I mean, hopefully you can find something else soon, something better. Because unfortunately, a lot of times being stuck at a job is also what stops you from finding a better one, because you're spending all of your time there and you don't have any real time to go out and look for something better. Smell of steel and blood. It puts me in mind of another battle. One that ended with the fall of Hornburg. It's another world to me now. I can scarce remember the man that I was then. Did hatred drive my sword arm? Did fear? No, it was for a higher purpose.
I swear on my blade. Verily.
Yeah, good old Heb. Yeah, I used to know someone who worked there. They pay okay, but I think the main draw of it is that they do regularly give raises. So if you're there for a while, you end up making pretty good money. Yeah, like I said, I hope that this is just a stepping stone to you finding something better. And form lines of this position. Let not one of those slavering fiends pass.
Sir. May the gods guard your blade. I see.
Alright, Nami. I don't even want to say you have fun, but, you know, get your mind off of it for now. And if you come back later, I'll say hi again, like it's your first time here, as per usual.
Yes. Have at you. Over here.
Here I go! My turn now. The winds of
My turn. Try this. The battle is truly joy. I will cut you down.
Witness the miracle of healing. My turn now. I'll do my best. My turn now.
Out of my way. Don't start things you can't finish.
Was it? Huh. Yeah, I noticed that Gnarly, he's a pretty big like Shin Megami Tensei content creator that's been around for a while. I saw a review of his pop up on my YouTube feed today. I posted it in the Discord. I'm more inclined to believe what he says versus a lot of these reviewers that are basically just overblowing everything for clicks, of which he basically said that like the battle system is really good. He really liked the characters. The story was okay, but it was more character focused. The big like downside that he said to it was that the dungeons were really bland. That was basically, well, the dungeons were bland, and then like the day one DLC, those were his two complaints, but everything else he said was really good. So anyway, about this jackass Hideru. No. How you doing, Hideru? And he also said that it was a really good PC port. The only people that have been having problems with it are Steam Deck. But that'll probably get fixed in a patch. Oh, I can't even imagine you've gotten to the worst of it yet.
Out of my way.
Let's do this.
But I'm pretty sure you can tell what I was talking about yesterday, how I actually liked the second disc of Xenogears because, yeah, you're just sitting there watching everything happen because it's basically a visual novel, but that's also the exact same position the character's in. They're kind of helpless to everything that's happening, and all they can do is sit there and watch.
You got more than you bargained for.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, like, it puts you, the player, in the same tone as the characters are going through. It kind of reminds me of that old saying about how, like, sometimes you do your best work when you're working under restrictions. A lot of people don't see it that way. I've got into arguments about that with people, like, constantly and for decades. I seem to be the only one of the opinion that, you know, having the character mirror the predicament that the main characters are in is a good thing. Everybody else just wants to play everything like they did in Disc 1.
There is no choice.
Have at you. Out of my way.
Well then. Here I go.
Have at you.
I'll do my best. The winds of fortune. It's my turn now. The winds of fortune are howling.
Yeah, and that's another reason, like, obviously that was a sign of the times. It's basically just something that didn't age well. So I kind of understand when people were saying back in the day that they wanted more dungeons and to play through everything, but at this point in time, it's almost universally agreed upon that the dungeons and everything have not aged well. So I don't know why the opinion on the second disc hasn't shifted because of that. Like, people will sit there in the same breath and say, oh man, these dungeons, like the dungeon design and the pathing and everything, and the like, especially the dungeons where you have to do platforming, like, they will in the same breath say how much they hate the dungeons and how much of a pain in the ass they are, and then, like I said, without skipping a beat, be like, oh, but man, the fact that there's no dungeons in Disc 2 sucks. It's like, pick a side.
My turn.
I'll do my best.
My turn. Victory shall be mine. I will cut you down. With each battle, I grow stronger.
Yeah, because there's like Disc 2 is mostly just like visual novel with some boss battles sprinkled in here and there, and then the final dungeon. Like, that's usually the only combat you get in Disc 2 is just a boss battle here and there until you get to the final dungeon. And then the final dungeon is pretty long, and again, most people complain about it. I think it's just the popular opinion that Disc 2 is bad. I don't think most people even think about it when they say that. They're just like, oh yeah, Disc 2 bad. Yeah, everybody else says Disc 2 is bad. I'm gonna say Disc 2 is bad too. Because then, like I said, even then you have the whole thing where now that we're at this point in time, everybody agrees that the dungeons are really clunky to get through, yet they still complain that there aren't more dungeons. And that doesn't make sense.
Fight with honor.
I'll not be defeated.
It was really unusual for back then. Because honestly, back then, I mean, visual novels existed in Japan, mostly. Like, there's visual novels that go all the way back to, like, the NES, but we never got any of them. So, I don't think anybody really understood the format. Whereas now, I mean, as long as you're not still remembering from nostalgia, but if you actually look at it from the perspective of how it is now, you just realize, oh, Disc 2 is a visual novel now. Like, it's easier to label. Whereas back then, everybody's just like, what's this?
Out of my way.
It's not so much that he can do no wrong. It's more so that he's an actual, very intelligent character. Because a lot of the stuff he does is very questionable. Like, a lot of the stuff that C-Town has done, especially when you start, when he starts revealing his past, like, a lot of it is very morally questionable. but he's kind of how you write an intelligent character, you know, well, in that he always has a plan for everything, and he always has contingency plans set in place. Like, a lot of times that's a common complaint I see in writing and everything that people don't quite understand. Like, they always talk, this is especially like in comics and like comic book movies and everything, when you have the villain that's always one step ahead of the hero, and it's like they always get to the, oh, so he just knew that the person was going to do this, and this. That's convenient. Like, that's always the argument that people use. Like, oh, that, like, why would anybody know that someone's going to do this when they, and it's not ever really pointed out to people. Like, it's not something that you should need to say, but apparently I guess you do. When you have a genius character, it's not that they expected them to do. It's not like that they're predicting that they're going to do these very specific things. It's that they plan for everything you could possibly do. So when it's always like the hero does something and the villain is like, ah, I knew you, like, I'm prepared for that. It's not that they knew they were going to do that exact thing. It's that they had plans set up regardless of what they did. Yeah, but that's essentially how you write a very intelligent character, is that they seem like they have everything planned out to the point where they're predicting it, when actually they just have everything that could possibly happen planned out. And there's a couple of conversations where, he kind of points out that that's the way he thinks, where he'll point out that, like, I thought maybe it was more likely you'd do this, but you did this instead, and I had that taken into consideration.
Victory shall be mine.
But so it's not that he can't do wrong so much as just he over plans for everything. And then on a moral standpoint, if you look at him morally, he definitely does things that are either very wrong or very questionable in order to, get the ends justify the means.
Let's do this.
Which nobody ever... Yeah, which... especially in anime, no one ever seems to ever question. It's just always kind of assumed that a power-up out of nowhere is just fine.
Here I go.
Now then. Out of my way! With each battle, I grow stronger.
So does this also take me the other way? Because it seems like it only takes me here. Have we gotten to the point where the dungeons now have multiple hidden paths? Because so far there's always, every dungeon has had like one chest where you have to find a hidden path to get to it. Are we now going to have to worry about them being multiple to get everything now?
Out of my way.
Now then.
I'll not be defeated. I'll
And whenever I have to go look for like a new hidden path, I always feel like I don't have the random encounter reduction skill on, and then I look and find out that I do.
Step right up. My turn now.
Unfortunately, there's no item equivalent of the analyze skill.
Take this.
Because at this point, I'm just curious as to what those other weak points are.
Take this! Victory shall be mine! Have a taste of this!
What to do? Try this on for size. Let's
Okay,
do
so
this.
ice. I've already checked fire. Wind and light, I've used those on him before. So that last one for that guy has got to be a weapon.
Victory shall be mine! My turn.
My turn now.
Okay.
Take this! Have at you! Death by 1,000 cuts!
I'll do my best. Here I go! The winds of fortune! What to do? How was that? Step right up.
Victory shall be mine! Have a taste of this!
Out of my way.
I'll not be defeated. The winds of fortune! It's my turn now.
Out of my way.
What to do?
The battle is truly... stronger.
Yeah, that should be everything. There's basically all money in here. I don't think any of them were items. Yeah, I think everybody's good.
Oberic, Laces, what in the name of the gods are you doing here?
Let's deal with these first. We can talk later.
Fair enough. Oberic, of all the...
How long has it been, Earhart?
Long. Too long.
I need to...
That sounded close. Didn't think they'd venture this far. Those are the leaders of the Horde. If we slay them, the rest will be easy to disperse.
I'll take the right.
Then the left is mine. Be careful. These beasts are more cunning than they look.
Yeah, it's chapter 3.
When they fight together, they are stronger than the sum of their parts.
We did Alpha in chapter 3 yesterday, and this is the second chapter 3.
Try not to get yourself killed.
Likewise, Oberic.
Ah.
There!
This must be one of their leaders. You stand to the fore as if to shield your minions. Even you have something to protect. Yet I have no one.
So, Berg,
I'm going to keep training while you're away. Then, when you come back, I'll be even stronger. And then maybe I could finish a sentence.
Fare thee well.
When you've done whatever it is you must do, pray come back and visit us. No matter how far your journey takes you, you'll always have a home here.
Now then,
Whatever happens, just give it everything you've got. We'll find out soon enough if that'll suffice. Men, form lines this position. Let not one of those slavering fiends pass. May the gods guide your blade.
No.
I do have something to protect. As a knight, I could not protect my king, my realm, or my countrymen. But now, as a wandering sword, I have found many who need my strength. Knight of the realm or common vagabond, I am still a blade, no more and no less. I can protect the weak, the innocent, the kind.
Prepare yourself!
I shall not fail them this time. I shall be victorious.
I will not fail.
let's do this!
Oh, not weak to spear, huh?
Victory shall be mine.
Well then,
The battle is truly joy.
My turn.
I will not be defeated. It's my turn now. The winds of power.
Out of my way. Are you?
You're too. Have at you. Out of my way.
Let's do this. Well then.
Nope.
Well then.
Okay. At least they all have something that can break a shield.
You're too. The battle is truly joy.
What to do?
I see.
Victory shall be mine. My blade is I wreak havoc upon thee.
My turn now. Prepare yourself, oh sacred light. It's my turn now.
Out of my way.
My turn.
You're too.
I'll do my best. Bring about the miracle of healing. It's my turn now. Sacred light.
Victory shall be mine.
Out of my way.
Try this. Victory shall be mine.
Damn it, you couldn't wait till after one of them went.
It's my turn now. Sacred light. Well then. Here I go. I am not made for such battles.
Lizard King's Axe. It is done. I should find Earhart. So are we gonna find him dead? Because if Earhart dies, then that almost alleviates all of the moral question that Ulbrich would have to deal with as to whether or not to get revenge on him. I pray that the merciful flame grant peace to their souls. You pray for the lizard men? Yes, to the townspeople they are fearsome monsters that threaten their lives. But they are living creatures for all that, and I would that they rest in peace. Just so. Ophelia, I have a favor to ask. What is it? Would you also pray for me? Why, of course.
You slew yours too, I see.
Aye.
Without the leaders, the pack should soon descend into chaos and confusion. It will be easy enough to chase them off at our leisure.
Good.
So, Ulberich, how did you find me?
Gustav told me.
Ha! That's so. How was the scoundrel? Still in one piece?
He was well, fighting for his keep. He told me about Grind, your hometown.
Sounds like you had a grand old chat. Did he tell you about the soldiers who burned it to the ground? Tough world, this, for a young lad without a home. When the band of sellswords picked me up, I was grateful for it. And when the boss told me he wanted my help to bring down Hornburg, well, suffice to say he didn't need to ask twice.
You wanted revenge.
Aye, against the king who did naught, as the only home I'd ever known was reduced to ash and rubble. Even at the end, as the flames licked the roof beams of their homes, my family, my friends believed the king would save them. I swore then and there I would never forgive King Alfred. That he'd pay for what he'd done. Or not done, as it were. And so I came to Hornburg and became a knight. Served my commanders faithfully. Worked my way up in the ranks. But then, you know that story, don't you?
All the while, biding your time to that final battle.
Delivered my revenge at the point of my blade, even as the king looked into my eyes.
His Majesty was a courageous man.
He was that. Till the last, he never stopped fighting for his people. And I, with a single blow, I killed him in the name of vengeance. Spilt his blood on the soil of his realm. I thought it would set me free. Free from the anguish, the pain, the despair. But it gave me nothing. No release, no triumph. Only a hollowness, a cold, empty void where my rage once burned. As I searched for something to hold on to, that came to me were not of my lost home, but of the years I'd spent as a knight, with my brothers in arms, with you.
Did you regret it?
Regret it? Aye, I certainly did. I regretted living a lie for all those years in the name of vengeance. And yet, though they were a lie, a strange thing, isn't it? The memories of those days are as real as anything I have. Those days in Hornburg, the barracks, the proving grounds, the jousting lists. But anyhow, we disbanded after that and went our separate ways. We'd accomplished our aim, but were left homeless, masterless. My wanderings brought me to Wellspring, a town like 100 others I'd seen before.
And yet you stayed, and now protect its people from harm.
Aye.
I guess there's no option not to.
Draw your blade, Earhart.
You don't have to do this, Ulberich.
I can end it for you. All of it. Your anger, your pain, your regret. This lie your life has become. I'll cut you down and give you the peace you seek. My king dead, and my countrymen. What did that make me, who had sworn my very life to protect them? For what did I wield my sword? Gods, how many years did that question plague me? But at long last, I understood. I never lost my worth. Like you, I bear my sword so that I may protect others. Earhart, I cannot stand here and pretend to understand what caused you to do as you did. And though I search my heart, I find no room there for forgiveness. I find only... I should have bested you that day. Victory should have been mine. Then, and only then, could I have saved our liege, and you, from the monster you would become. Hear me, Earhart. This time, I will not lose. Draw your weapon, Earhart. For warriors such as us, there is no other way.
I could tell you to learn from my mistakes, but then, what right have I? Nay, we'll do it your way. No holding back. Eh, old friend?
I would not have it any other way.
So be it.
In victory, truth! I will not fail. Now then. Out of my way! Have at you! Now then. Have at you! Victory shall be mine. Victory shall be mine. My blade is... I wreak havoc upon thee! With each battle, I grow stronger.
I think I've already got a couple of those divine blades.
I yield. 'Tis a strange thing. Though I fought with all my strength, it was as if you were protected by a greater power. And yet, for the first time in as long as I can remember, I regret nothing.
Aye. Tell me one thing, Earhart. Who was he? The leader of your little band? The man who plotted Hornburg's fall?
Olberic, leave it be.
He brought down an entire kingdom. Our kingdom.
I'm gonna go kill him instead.
Who knows what such a man is plotting now? Nay, such a fiend is too dangerous for this world. I will stop him. I must.
This is the cause you found.
Just so.
The man's name is Werner.
Where can I find him?
After the fall of Hornburg, he set off for Riverford. After that, the gods only know what became of him.
That's all I need to know. Men like that leave a trail, whether they mean to or not.
Reckon they do. until someone stops them in their tracks.
You're alive! And Lord Earhart?
See for yourself.
Took some doing, but we slew the leaders of the Horde. Once your men finish off the stragglers, you'll have nothing more to fear from that nest.
Did you hear that, lads? Earhart slew their leaders!
Couldn't have done it had Olbrick not shown up in the nick of time. The two greatest knights of a lost realm fighting side by side? Hang me if it ain't like a storybook.
You have our undying gratitude, Sir Olberic.
I do not warrant it. What I did was for myself. And now the time has come for me to seek out a new cause in another place.
Olberic,
You would remain here. I know.
I'm sorry.
Do not be.
But before you go, let me say one more thing. If you mean to go up against Werner, watch your back.
How so?
I've never seen anyone swing a blade like he does. It's more than just strength and skill. There's something about him that strikes fear into men's hearts. You are stronger now, Olberic. Stronger than me, I dare say. If your will is strong, you are doubtless the measure of him. But make no mistake, you would be well advised to fear him.
Coming from you, Earhart, that is warning indeed. I will heed your words. And now I must go. When this is over, mayhap we shall meet again.
I look forward to that day, old friend.
And so did Olbrick leave Wellspring behind him. For too long he had forgotten the simple truth. He wields his sword to protect the people, and that means he cannot let the mortal foe of Hornburg roam free. And so he set off for Riverford. His long journey may at long last come to an end. You look pleased.
I'm happy that you and Earhart made up. Now you're comrades in arms again.
It was a long road to reach such a point. But fighters are straightforward men, and they understand each other. Crossing swords just once can tell me more about another than 1,000 words.
Wow, that sounds incredible.
If you are interested in my world, I could teach you a little fencing.
Really? I'd love to be your apprentice. I'll be the best pupil you ever had, Sir Albert. I promise you won't regret this.
I may already.
Now then.
So you've had your chat with him? Satisfied now? Satisfied? I would not say that. But I have found acceptance. Earhart slew the king, but how I choose to live my life is up to me. Uh-huh. Does my heart soar? Have my troubles vanished? Nay. But I do see things more clearly now. I see what I need in order to wield my sword with a conscience clear. Never really gave much thought to what I do. I steal to live, simple as that. I get why you live the way you do, but that lifestyle's just not for me. Likewise, I could not do what you do. However, I understand the choices that you make.
No, I never thought I'd see the day I'd be talking to a guy like you.
I suppose that's the beauty of going on a journey like this. 5, 4. Ooh, you're new. I need to get someone to interrogate them if they're new. I think I'm still on my last strike in this town, so I should probably save before I do this. This one seems like it's going to be stubborn. And watch, this is probably going to fail a whole bunch of times, then when it finally works, we're going to find out that he had absolutely nothing worth scrutinizing him for. Those are the ones that always suck. It's like, oh, you only have a 30% chance to interrogate this person. And then when you finally get them, you realize they have nothing. At least he had a hidden item. Can't remember which one it was. I think it was like... It was like someone, one of the other quest givers, one of the ones that was over here, they had like a really low chance to get information out of them. And then it didn't actually do anything. Yeah, I had a divine blade from somewhere else. And the other one was the axe. I doubt it's better than the one I have. I got that, like, the forbidden one, which is probably endgame. Increases lightning damage dealt. Which means I'd have to have someone with either the hunter skills or the scholar skills that can also equip an axe. Which obviously is hunter, but hunters don't really have elemental attack very high. That's interesting. So, Primrose and Alphen, it looks like they're the only 33s. Like the Platinum Sword has higher attack? Okay, so where to now? Because I was mistaken yesterday when I said that there was an optional dungeon that was level 34. It turns out it was actually one of the characters' dungeons for their chapter. The next optional dungeons aren't till 35. Therion's 36. $34. So it's a 34, a 36, two 38s, and a two 40s. So I guess we're doing Tressa next. Back to Victor's Hollow. Still only 3%. Aurora Cloud? Hey, welcome to the stream. I'm having fun with it so far. In Quarry Crest, Tressa met a fellow merchant named Ali. He told her of the merchant's fair in Grandport, where the greatest treasures in the realm are put to auction. And so Tressa vowed to find a worthy treasure, hoping to prove herself a merchant worthy of respect and renown. So it was that the two promised to reunite at the fair.
About time I updated the notebook.
I'm on my way to the merchant's fair in Grandport.
First, I need a treasure worthy of the auction.
No, I said I have been having fun with it.
So I've come to Victor's Hollow to find one. The owner of this book found what he was looking for here. Hopefully I'll be as lucky as he was. Alright.
Yeah, I've heard some people say that it's grindy, but as long as I guess it depends on the way you play it. Like, I guess if you're trying to do everyone's story, you know, completing them in one go, it will be. But if you skip around and just do everything in order of like required level, I'm pretty much finding that it all, like, there's not really any grinding required outside of just doing all the chapters and all the optional dungeons that come out in order.
Time I had a look around this place.
This is the third chapter 3 that I've started so far. I think every character has 4 chapters.
All right.
Let the search begin.
And I will say one bit of advice that I did not have, and I kind of wish I had. You need the thief in your party to open up the purple chests, and there's a purple chest in almost every dungeon, so he essentially almost becomes a required party member. So you're probably better off starting with him, because whichever character you start with is your main and stuck in the party for the whole time. So I didn't know that, and I picked a different character, so now I basically have the character that I took first, plus the thief, plus whoever's chapter it is, as all being required whenever I do one. So I don't have as much wiggle room if I would had I picked the thief in choosing who goes with me. So just a tip for if you decide to play this, it's probably best to do the thief as your main.
Excuse me, could you tell me about this map?
That old thing. Don't really know where it came from. Found it at the storehouse and thought about throwing it out at first. But I figured I could make at least a few leaves off it this way.
Oh?
Mind if I take a closer look?
Yeah, I didn't find that out until after I had already gone a few chapters in. But yeah, like, when you're doing everybody's chapter 1, it's not really an issue, but once you start getting to chapter 2 and beyond, almost every dungeon has one of those purple chests, so if you don't have the thief in your party, then you end up having to do another trip to go get it. So he's practically a required party member most of the time. So since he's going to be required anyway, you might as well make him your main so that he is always there. Also, since he'll be your main, he'll be the highest level, which will make the percentage rates for stealing better.
The looks of it, this map was very special to the one who drew it.
Oh.
I think there's something written here. But the characters are strange.
I'll be darned if you can read those scribbles, young lady.
My dearest friend, here lies my most precious treasure, Balthazar.
Baltazar? Is it the dread pirate Baltazar of the Eastern Seas? And this is his treasure map?
Yes.
Sure seems that way.
Must be worth a fortune. Give me that. Yeah, with a few exceptions, because I think there's some that you legitimately have to use the merchant to pay for that I've seen. The higher the thief's level is, the higher the percentage rate for being able to steal stuff is. You're not really stealing. You can steal from enemies, although I keep forgetting to. But I'm mostly talking about stealing stuff from townspeople, because every character has an action they can do in town. His is being able to steal items off people. Lady Luck is on my side today. Let's keep this between us, young lady. Here, I'll even give you some candy.
But I didn't come here for candy.
Phew. Time for a break.
Okay, voice acting. Or not.
I already wrote in my diary today. So I'll give the notebook another read. In this world there are countless treasures, but only one is precious to me, and I'll journey on until I find it.
Oh yeah, that's kind of a running joke I've had with this game, is that the town abilities that all these characters get, if you're not they're supposed to be heroes, but if you look at the stuff that you get to do to townspeople with all these towns abilities, these are straight up villains. You're robbing people, because like there's basically 4 things that you can do, and there's 2 characters that have slightly different ways of doing it, since there's eight characters. But you're interrogating people to squeeze information out of them. You're either robbing them or buying stuff off them at like a reduced rate. Like, so you basically you're either robbing them or swindling them. You're abducting people. There's 2 characters that can take like a town, like different townspeople have different strengths, and you can have, there's 2 characters that can take people from town and have them join you in battle. So you're abducting people. And then the last ones are, you can straight up fight townspeople, and a lot of times you're doing that because they're blocking a certain part of town. So a lot of times they're blocking a house. So they're essentially protecting their house so that you can't go in there and rob them, and you're beating them up to get them out of the way so you can go into the house and rob them. So when you view all these town abilities that these characters had, like these people are villains, but you know, story-wise, they're the heroes. Oh yeah, we are definitely the baddies. That's a joke I keep doing. Like whenever I get to a new town, it's like, okay, let's get the party together. Time to ransack this place.
He had only one treasure in the whole world.
Hello there.
Good to see you making use of that notebook. We meet again, lass.
Mr. Leon!
What brings you here?
I should ask you the same. Don't tell me you ran away from home.
Not quite. I just decided it was time I saw the world. And I have the notebook you gave me to thank for it.
Oh.
Thank yourself for choosing it, lass. Sink me. I be ready to make a grave of me hammock.
Hello.
Oi, ain't she?
What?
Nick and Knack?
You ninny?
It's Mick and Mac, you bird-brained ninny.
Yeah, that kid would give us quite the lashing back in Dripple Slime. It's Ripple-Tide. Didn't you two learn your lesson yet?
Mick. Mac.
That's quite enough.
Apologies, Captain. Captain?
Aye. Our pirating days be behind us. We be working under a different flag now.
Got that right.
That day opened our eyes to the true greatness of Leon Bostral. Now we be having the honor of calling him our captain.
Whoa!
Glad to see you two singing a new tune.
Well,
As am I. They've been doing well under my command thus far, but still have a ways to go.
All right.
Thank you. Right you are, Captain. Now look alive, you half-drowned Dodo. There's work to be done. So, lass, how do your travels fare?
Well,
I'm still learning as I go, but I do have a goal now. I want to sell something incredible at the Merchant's Fair. If I can manage that much, it'll prove just how far I've come on this journey.
you don't say.
There's certainly no better place than the fair for an aspiring merchant like yourself. And what exactly is it that you've deemed worthy of the auction?
I wish I could tell you, but it's still waiting for me to find it.
A yet undiscovered treasure, I see. And I wish you all the best in your search, lass.
thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Leon. By the way, what brings you to Victor's Hollow?
It's the home of an old friend. He passed away around this time of year, so I decided to pay a visit.
Oh,
Were you too close?
Hi.
Aye, Balthazar and I were like brothers.
oh,
Balthazar? As in that Balthazar?
Which Balthazar, lass?
The Balthazar who drew the map I found earlier.
Could it be?
They may just be one and the same. Could you show me where you found it?
yes.
Yep, follow me.
Hey,
Excuse me, sir. It's me again.
Welcome.
Welcome back, young lady. I trust you managed to keep the you-know-what a secret in the meantime.
I'm sorry.
Really sorry, but I couldn't.
What do you mean you couldn't?
What do we have here?
Pardon the intrusion, but I heard you might possess a map belonging to Balthazar. Who are you?
This is Captain Leon Bastral.
Ah!
Leon Bastral, Scourge of the Seas? I don't want to believe it, but there's no mistaking that blue spear. I heard all about you and your famous words. What were they again? The strong take while the weak quake. Those are words best forgotten, sir.
This is...
Do you take me for a fool? I know you're just here to loot my store. I can assure you I came for no such reason. I cast aside that lifestyle long ago. Certainly looks like one of Balthazar's works. You really don't plan to steal it, do you? I see. So the rumors of the great pirates Leon and Balthazar being friends really were true.
Huh?
He sounds different.
I beg your pardon.
If you two were as close as the stories say, then I'm sure you'd do anything to have this map, am I right?
But...
However, it's a precious family heirloom, and I'm afraid I cannot part with it without recompense.
What?
earlier said he was just going to throw it away.
Huh.
If you're truly the Leon Bastral, then I'm certain you're well versed in the treasures of the realm.
You see,
I am but a lowly merchant, you see, nothing in comparison to your grandeur. But there is one thing we have in common, a desire for a certain treasure. Have you heard of Edbart's shield? Edbart was a servant of the King of Farian. His defense with the shield was said to be impenetrable. Legend says he used the same shield to protect his liege until the tragic fall of the kingdom. I heard a rumor that it's been spotted in this very town as of late. Curious timing, isn't it? Both a fabled pirate and a fabled treasure in Victor's Hollow at the same time. If you happen across it somewhere, Mr. Bastral, I'd be happy to trade it for the map.
Dare he use that map as leverage? It rightfully belonged to Mr. Leon's friend.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid you're mistaken.
Till we meet again.
Thank you for showing me the map, and my apologies for taking so much of your time.
hey,
Are you really just going to leave without your friend's keepsake?
Aye.
That map is not mine to take. Now I shall take my leave, lass. I'd like to celebrate his life with a drink tonight.
Mr. Leon? He says he doesn't need it, but I think a memento like that is best kept in a friend's hands. Find a way to get it to him. You said you'd trade the map for Edbart's shield, right? I'll be back in 2 ripples of the tide.
Be easier if we could just steal it. But I guess then a chapter wouldn't happen. You really want that map, don't you?
I do, for Mr. Leon's sake.
I could steal it for you, you know? I was just thinking that.
I'd rather you didn't. I can handle this myself. He wants a trade and he'll have it. That's what I do best. I'll show him who's the best merchant around.
Well, I see my help's not needed here. Thought I'd act the gallant type, but clearly you're a lady who prefers the leading role.
You bet. After all, how could I call myself a real merchant if I refuse this challenge?
How indeed. Damn it, won't let me steal from him. I think I've already got several of these. I'll get them all anyway. I have a feeling this NPC is probably gonna disappear after the chapter anyway. No, wrong way. Back so soon.
Of course.
I made a promise, didn't I? And I always deliver.
My word, I can't believe you actually found it. But this symbol and this weight. All these scars. There's no mistaking it. This is the real deal.
most grateful.
Thank you so much, young lady. Here's the map, as promised.
However did you manage to get this shield? I'm a merchant. We have our ways. Obtaining such a renowned treasure is no small feat. I can see you have promise, young lady, and lots of it.
Mr. Leon!
I brought something for you.
Huh?
Balthazar's map. Don't tell me you went through the trouble of finding the shield for that. Then I won't.
Thank you, lass.
Mr. Leon, were you really okay with just leaving the map at that shop?
You see...
When you gazed at it, your eyes were so forlorn. I felt like it belonged with you.
Your keen eyes never cease to amaze me. Let me tell you a story, lass. About Balthazar and me. We were but lads when the sea first called to us, and as we grew, so did our reputation. Balthazar came to be known as the Wild Eagle, and I the Sea Serpent. Our ships clashed on the open ocean, and our names roared like thunder through the skies.
Captain Leon! The storm be giving us no quarter, sir! Let's turn back! The old girl can't hold on much longer!
Anyone wanting to retreat can be my guest and swim back. I'll reduce this ship to shivers before I let him have my treasure. If those scurvy sea dogs get to that island first, we get nothing. You hear? Hold fast to that rudder, mateys.
Aye, aye, sir!
Balthazar, that bastard.
You're too slow, Leon.
Aye, Captain Obvious.
I think he'd have learned after all these years.
Enough. Else I'll cut out your tongue and feed it to the gulls.
Now I'll be taking this island's treasure, if you don't mind.
I do mind, but it isn't mine. Do whatever you please.
Do ye remember when we were lads, Leon? Starving in the slums, stealing to survive. We dreamt of just growing up and had to fight tooth and nail to reach the top. Nothing was ever easy for us.
In this world, the strong take while the weak quake, and we became strong.
Ye never changed, Leon.
You say it like you're any different, Balthazar.